Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
Oh, well, that's enough work for today, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. That wasn't work.
CJ and I both talked about this, and we both agree about this.
Agree about what?
Honey, ever since the accident, you have been so worried about Audrey, and I've been so worried about Alicia and the baby, that just gives us two options here, the way I figure it here. See, now, the first option is that we hang out here and wait till someone tells us we can go see our friends, or the second option is that we leave the house and put our mind on other things.
Yeah, well, I guess that's easier said than done.
Well, it isn't that hard. I already did it. See? I packed this wonderful little picnic basket here, and then you and I can go up to Lantana Mountain with CJ and take a look at how our house is turning out since they're building it, and we can just, I don't know, honey, it's been so long since we've had a nice family outing, all of us.
Look, honey, I'm sorry. I can't go away with you and CJ. Not now.
I have news for you, mister. Men like you are a dime a dozen. You want to walk out on me? Start walking. I'll even give you the bus fare. Exact change. Where do they come up with this? With lines like these, I am never going to win the daisy.
If you don't win the daisy, I shall cry foul.
Viki, hi.
Hi. I heard about your nomination on the radio. Congratulations.
Oh, well, thank you.
I know you want the statue, but maybe these will serve as a, well, poor substitute till you get the real thing.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Well, I wish I had your confidence. It's going to be a very tight race for the daisy, especially between me and Spring. Viki, are you okay? What's the matter? You didn't just come here to congratulate me, did you?
Well, sure. I mean, that was part of it. How come you know me so well? You think we were related or something?
Yeah, you'd think. So, what's the matter?
I was just wondering if I could talk to you. It's about your father.
Michael, I want to go back and see him again.
You have to rest now, honey. I never should have taken you to the nursery in the first place.
But I'm glad you did. I saw him. I saw our son.
Yes.
Tell me it wasn't my imagination. Tell me he's beautiful.
Just like his mother.
And he's healthy, isn't he?
Yeah, just like you're gonna be.
He looked so happy.
Well, he's got you for a mom, right? And if you think you seem happy, you wait till I get the two of you home.
Oh, Michael.
Nurse! My wife needs a doctor now!
Oh, I don't think I can take this.
Hold on, honey. Hold on, honey.
I won't.
I got you. Doctor's coming anytime now. He's coming anytime.
All right.
Here he is.
Okay, Alicia. It's fine. I'm right here.
I'm sorry. It hurts so much.
Alicia? Alicia?
Okay.
Pulse is increasing, doctor.
Was it the peritonitis?
The breathing's very shallow. I think it might be septicemia. We're gonna have to burn it up too.
My God, you can't.
Michael,
you gotta stay.
Please, would you wait outside right now, please? We're dealing with possible respiratory and cardiac arrest. We gotta get her heart rate settled down.
Ms. Ames, since you are restricted to the number of visitors that you can receive here at the hospital, I have been elected official representative of the cast and crew at Fraternity Row. Naturally, it's because of my charm, my rugged good looks, and the fact that I'm the producer. I call the shots there. Aha! A little bit of a smile broke through. Let's see if we can turn that into an all-out grin, okay? We all want you to get better real fast so that you can walk up to the stage and receive your Daisy Award. Did you hear me? A Daisy Award? Audrey, you have been nominated the best newcomer in daytime TV. And the crew, they didn't want to wait until that awards dinner, so they had this reasonable facsimile made up just for you. It's just to sit on a shelf somewhere and just gather dust until you can replace that with the real thing.
I can't feel anything.
Honey, listen to me.
They operated, and nothing's changed. My legs, there's no feeling. There's nothing.
Listen, I've spoken to your doctors.
Doesn't matter. They can't fix my legs.
Listen, Audrey, just listen to me, please. It's much too soon to know if this operation was a success.
They operated last night. I mean, how long can it take?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I know Larry Wolick. I trust him and all the rest of the staff in here. Now, if they tell you that they need more time to gauge your response to this surgery, that's an honest answer.
Yeah, well, right now I think I'd prefer an answer that gave me just a little bit of hope.
Audrey, I know that this accident, it was a tragedy. There's no question, but you've got so many people back at the show pulling for you. Do you want me to talk to Megan or Mary Lynn? Have them come by and visit you? I can talk to the nurse that's on duty and clear it.
No, there's nobody. And there's nobody special in my life that I want to see either.
Ah, contraire, that isn't entirely true, because you do have George here and me.
So, what's up between you and Dad?
Oh, nothing. Nothing, no. I guess it's more about myself that I wanted to talk to you about. You see, your father came to see me at the Banner last night to tell me that he changed his mind and decided to stay in Llanview.
Oh, I know. He came by and gave me the same news. Isn't that great? I'm sorry, you just missed him.
Well, maybe that's just as well. When your father said he was leaving town, I really thought that his leaving would make all our lives go into a tailspin, but I think that his staying is going to cause even more problems.
I mean, you've changed your mind? You want him to go?
No. I mean, no, I'm very happy for you. And for Sarah that he is staying. It's just that... Oh, dear. When he came to see me last night and told me of his decision, Clint came in, and to put it mildly, Clint overreacted. I thought they were going to start punching each other. And then Clint calmed down and your father left. But you see, when Clint and I were left alone, I realized what an awful thing I've done to my husband.
Well, you haven't done anything. It's not like you picked up where you left off 25 years ago.
No, but you don't really need an affair to drive a wedge through a marriage. Clint feels very threatened by Roger, and I've done nothing to ease that threat.
Well, is it up to you?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is up to me. I'm his wife, and I love him, and it is up to me to let him know that every single day. But I lost sight of that somewhere along the way. Instead of keeping my very confused feelings to myself, I told him that I had not yet resolved my feelings for your father.
Well, doesn't Clint understand?
Yes, he did in the beginning, but it all got dragged out much too long, and I put him in a painfully awkward position, and it was really only last night that I realized how very badly I'd hurt him.
This is all my fault. If it wasn't for me, you and Dad would be able to put your past behind you, but here I am, a constant reminder.
No, Megan, don't be ridiculous. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Good heavens, if I hadn't been reunited with your father, I would never have found you.
Yes, and the moment that you found me, you put risk into your marriage. I would feel so horrible if something came between you and Clint.
Oh, no, nothing will. That's kind of what I came to tell you. You see, after your father left, Clint and I had a very, very long talk. And everything that had been unspoken came out in the open. And when it was over, if anything, our marriage is stronger than ever.
You're not just saying that for my benefit.
No, not at all. I know it took time for him to lose faith in me, and I know it will take time for that faith to be restored completely, but I am going to hold my marriage together, no matter what. Just as I couldn't bear to lose you, I can't lose Clint. He means so much to me, Megan. He means so unbearably much to me.
You're not going to lose him, Viki. Not now, not ever.
That was the hospital on the phone, honey. Audrey's in her own room right now so she can have visitors. She's going to get the results today telling her whether or not she's ever going to be able to walk again. And I gotta be there when she gets that news.
Honey, I know you feel partially responsible.
Honey,
and
no,
guilty
there's no
for all-
partially about it. I feel entirely responsible. You know, I get into a fight with that jerk Blade, and then I have to push Audrey out of the way, and I push her right there into the middle of the street. A car hits her, and I'm holding her in my arms until the ambulance gets there, and she asked me to be there for her through this whole thing. So I promised her that I would do that, honey. It's like making a promise to myself. This is just something I gotta do. Please. Please understand that, honey. Be patient with me. There'll be plenty of other times for picnics for you, me, and CJ. Just not today.
All right, I promise is a promise.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Oh, I love you.
Will you make me one promise, though?
Yeah, name it.
Will you call me and maybe we can have a late picnic?
Yeah, I'll do my best, huh? Thanks. Give old CJ a hug for me.
Yeah.
You know, George and I have been waiting out there a long time for this chance. They're keeping you under close wraps, Miss Ames. I guess a TV star with a Daisy nomination gets the star treatment, huh, Bo?
Yeah, right. Listen, why don't I leave you and Audrey here alone to talk for a while? I've been boring her long enough.
Oh, thank you. You've been boring her now. I get the chance. Thanks, Bo.
Sure. Really, if he does get monotonous, just call me right away. I'll be at the studio. I can get here as soon as possible. Take care.
So, I guess you're wondering why this big old giraffe here would stick his neck out for anyone, huh? Well, in your case, he decided to make an exception.
Maybe he shouldn't have.
Come on. What do you mean shouldn't have? Shouldn't have brought this handsome guy with me? Well, it was his idea. I mean, he insisted. He wanted to know how you're doing. So how you doing?
Numb. If you're looking for a word, try numb.
I hear the doctors feel the operation went well last night.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps telling me. Everybody except the doctors.
Kind of hard waiting, huh? Well, they should be back with the good news any time now. Until then, what can I do to make you more
John,
comfortable?
please.
Oh, come on. Really, if you want someone to talk to, you want someone to get mad at, someone to cry with, someone...
Damn it, don't you get it, John? Doesn't anybody get it? I don't want these stupid little gifts, and I don't want your sympathetic words, and I don't want your kind looks. I don't want anything from anybody, and I don't want anything from you, especially.
I just heard about Alicia from one of the nurses. Tell me she was wrong.
Whatever you heard, it's worse. I was with her and we were talking quietly about Rick, and then she got this terrible pain.
Oh, Michael, I'm so sorry.
The doctor kicked me out of the room. I didn't know where to go, so I just came here. Ironic, isn't it? Michael Grand in a chapel.
Sometimes it's the best place to be at times like this.
Yeah. Well, I actually came here to pray. I was helpless, really helpless, and I didn't know there was anything else to do. But now that I'm here, I can't do it. I mean, who the hell's gonna listen to me?
He will.
Yeah? When everything is my fault? The accident, Alicia's injuries, my baby's fever.
This is absurd. You're punishing yourself for no reason.
Am I? Ever since I came to this town, I have caused nothing but pain and suffering. For Viki, her family, friends. Now it's all come home to my wife and my child.
Michael, don't do this. You are not being punished. Alicia's not being punished. Neither is your son. This is some horrible twist of fate.
Then ought to be my fate, not theirs. You saw how frail Rick is. He needs his mother to hold him and to love him, and she can't even touch him.
His father can, and his father will.
Father is no good to anybody. Look at me, would you? My wife and my son need me to be strong, and I haven't got it.
I will hold you together. Lean on me. I'm not going to break.
What did I ever do to deserve that woman's love? Or to deserve the gift of that precious baby? You know, they're all that I ever wanted in life. And now that I have them,
God is not going to take them away. He's not that cruel.
I want to believe that. God, I want to believe that.
Then tell him.
I don't know how to pray. It's been too long.
Try.
Don't take my family away. Dear God, don't take them away.
I'm sorry, Megan. I don't want to embarrass you on your set.
Oh, you can't embarrass me. Tears fly, emotions fly around here all day long. We're taping a soap opera, remember? Besides, what are moms good for if they can't make you want to run under and hide under furniture every once in a while?
I guess that's true. Goodness, we've come a long way, haven't we? When we first met.
I couldn't stand you.
Oh, I thought you were a self-centered little twit. And then Eterna happened, and...
And the self-centered little twit ended up being your daughter. Were you horrified?
I was stunned. Then I was intrigued. Then I was very grateful.
Yeah, it took me a little longer to get to the grateful stage. But once I did, I have to admit, I think I went a little overboard. I started wishing that you and Dad would get back together again.
Well, I guess that's a normal reaction, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. But I realize now that the love that you shared with my father is in the past, and that you've made a new start with Clint and the children, and that's what it's important.
For a self-centered little twit, you've certainly grown up. Thank you so much for understanding. Thank you. Now, we have to look to the future, and in particular, to the future of the new Daisy winner.
No, wait a minute, I haven't won anything yet. Wait. Don't take my script, thank you.
But honey, you were nominated for Best Actress. That in itself is an enormous honor, isn't it? I mean, isn't it all right for a mother to be proud of her daughter?
Oh, yes, I just get a little superstitious. I don't like to think about what I'm going to wear or think about what I'm going to say.
You haven't thought about it at all?
Well, maybe I've given it a little bit of thought. And if I win, and that's a very big if, I just want to make a proper acceptance speech. I want to thank Bo and everyone that's worked on the show. And I also want to give a special thanks to my sister, Sarah, and my mom and dad, and to my mother, Victoria Buchanan.
Oh. Thank you.
We like you, Megan. We really like you.
Now, wasn't that a lovely speech?
Well, at least I got to say it once.
No, you're going to get a chance to say it again the night of the Daisy Awards. I hope Audrey's there to accept hers, too.
How is Audrey doing?
Well, the doctors have held off on their prognosis, but Audrey's already made up her own mind. She's convinced that she's going to be paralyzed for life.
You think I don't know what you're doing? Big smile, stuffed animal. You think I can't see through this little act of yours?
It's not an act.
All right, John Russell, man of compassion, man of sweet sensitivity. Last time we saw each other, we were fighting, and we didn't patch things up. We walked away from it. And now you come waltzing in here like it never even happened?
Come on, that was a little spat, that's all. It's not that important now.
Why not? Because now I'm a pathetic cripple, and you're here playing the heroic boyfriend. You're prepared to take back the girlfriend even though she's paralyzed? Oh, wow, that's a brilliant performance, John.
I talked to the nurses. They say that the doctors haven't even reached a conclusion yet. It might just be a temporary condition.
I don't care what the nurses say. I am prepared for the worst. I have to be.
But you have to wait until you know, Audrey.
I'm going to handle this on my own, and I don't want people like you coming in here and handing me all this pity.
It's not pity.
Oh, really? You're going to tell me then that you came in here with a 4-foot giraffe because you honestly care for me?
Yeah.
Come on, John. Be honest for once in your life. The only reason you are here at all is because you feel sorry for me.
Well, I take that back, yeah. I am starting to feel sorry for you, but not for the reason you think. But because you're starting to go back into that old Audrey routine, that poor old me, that tough Audrey routine, where you act like you don't need anybody. And we know that you do.
You don't know anything about me. I have tried. And every time I need somebody, I always end up getting hurt. I mean, look, Blade, all right? I'm here in the hospital. I'm paralyzed because I let somebody get too close. My God, if I let anybody even get near me, I'll probably end up dead.
I understand how you feel.
If you really understood anything, you would just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
All right. I'll leave George here to look out for you, though. Like it or not.
I can't stop thinking about those last few days we had together at home. Alicia was so excited about having the baby.
Yes, I know. Every time I saw she was talking about the baby or how much she was looking forward to the due date.
Before we'd go to sleep every night, she'd take the cradle and put it by her side of the bed. And she'd wake up every few hours as if the baby was crying for her. She'd even imagine she was taking him into bed with us. What a fantasy, huh?
Sounds beautiful to me.
It was. I got into it. I would imagine the first night I brought them both home. You know, waking up when he cried, feeding him, fussing over him, singing him to sleep. Now that's not gonna be. I'm going home to an empty bed and that empty cradle.
Michael, don't. You must hold on to this dream, the same dream Alicia has of your wife and your son, your whole family together.
Trying. Believe me, I am trying.
Michael, they told me I might find you here.
How is she?
Well, she's slipping in and out of consciousness.
Yeah? Well, but she's all right. Well?
Michael, you better get up to see your wife now. She needs you.
I'm sure that Audrey is just being emotional, and as soon as the doctors get the tests back and give her the good news, she'll be cracking jokes in no time.
Well, I hope you're right, because she sure is taking this hard.
Poor girl. And poor Alicia Grant. Such a tragedy.
I wish there was something that we could do.
I know how you feel. Well, I'm afraid I have to go back to work. Thank you for listening to your old mom.
You're welcome. Thank you for your congratulations.
Oh, wait, whoa. I've been watching you guys. My eyes deceive me, or is this Viki and Megan, or has this become a mutual admiration society here?
Both.
Both.
I'm off to work. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Viki.
You know, watching you and Viki together and being so happy, it just makes me want to cheer up Audrey all the more, but nothing seems to work.
Well, what about that replica of the Daisy Award that the prop people made up? Did that work?
She hardly even cracked a smile.
Oh, there's got to be something that we can do to cheer her up.
Well, there is something that I started to think about. I didn't pitch it to Audrey because she wasn't really receptive to about anything, but I thought maybe the two of us together, we could tell her about it and she might get excited.
All right, you've got me curious. What's your idea?
It was all your idea.
Mine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember when you asked me to come up with a storyline to help you win the Daisy Award?
Oh, yes, something nice and juicy to keep the viewers from thinking about that silly little twit, Spring Sky.
Right. Well, Sheldon and the guys upstairs think that maybe they came up with the answer to your prayers, and indirectly, maybe Audrey's too. You ready?
Yep.
We revealed that Nora, Audrey's character, and Roxanne, your character, are actually long-lost sisters. And when she came to Fraternity Row, it wasn't just to find the campus stalker, it was also to get to know her sister. But the more that Nora gets to know Roxanne, the more jealous she becomes. She starts to try to undermine Roxanne's popularity on the college campus and her influence on the campus.
Wait, Bo.
What? You don't like it?
No, I think it's a great idea, and I would love to work with Audrey, but I can't even begin to think about it until Audrey is better, both mentally and physically.
Yeah. You're right. I should have told Sheldon to go ahead and file this under research and development, and I guess that's what I'll do right now.
Megan, darling, I feel just awful about that petty catty scene we had earlier today. Oh, I thought about it all through lunch. It ruined my radicchio.
Oh, quel tragique.
I just want you to know that in spite of this competition for the Daisy Award, I will not let them turn us into enemies. When I win that award, I will be sure to stand up and tell the world that one petal of my daisy belongs to my friend, Megan Gordon. Listen, sweetie, I'd love to stay and chat, but I'm taking a power dinner back in New York. I can't keep those network executives waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, don't look so sad. I'll be back in Landview soon. Melinda Kramer has asked me to do her talk show on the Daisy nominations.
What, she asked you to appear as well?
Yes! Don't you just love it? We'll be sharing the stage. This one time, anyway. So, until then, don't work too hard.
Hello, Herb. Rick?
Afternoon, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
We'd like to ask you some questions about Alicia Grand's automobile accident.
Yeah, we understand you were in the same car that day, earlier on.
Well, yeah, Michael gave me a ride home. Well, what does that have to do with the accident?
Well, it's just routine. We need to know everything leading up to the time Gabrielle and Alicia drove off in that car to the hospital.
Well, sure. Have a seat, please.
Good, thank you.
Thanks. So you say that Michael gave you a ride home?
Yeah, actually, I asked him to. There was something I wanted to discuss with him.
About the hotel?
Well, actually, no, it was personal. See, Alicia... Well, she wanted me to talk to him about ending this stupid feud.
The feud?
Well, yeah, between Michael and Beau. And Beau is part of my family, and I work for Michael, so I'm the natural go-between. And, well, she just felt horrible that, you know, her husband and Beau were enemies.
Yes, we can all sympathize with that.
When Michael took you back to Landfair, did anything unusual happen?
Yeah, the brakes gave out. But luckily, they started working again. In fact, Michael said he was going to take the car into the shop first thing in the morning. I guess the tragedy is that he didn't get a chance to before Alicia and Gabrielle.
Do you know if Alicia often borrowed Michael's car?
No. Or this isn't just routine, is it? You're not just talking here about some faulty brakes here. You think somebody did this on purpose, don't you?
Let's not jump to conclusions.
Yeah, but I'm right, aren't I?
We have to ask you to keep this confidential for now.
Well, yes. Yes, of course.
Good. Rafe, I have to get back to the office.
Okay. Thanks, Tina.
Yes, I appreciate you taking the time very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Alicia? Alicia? I just talked to Dr. Wallach, and he says there's nothing to worry about. I know. It was, seeing the baby, that's all. It put a strain on your system, so you're gonna have to stay right here until you get your strength back.
Darling, I love you. But we both know there isn't much time.
No.
I have to tie up some loose ends.
Alicia, you're not gonna talk that way. You're not gonna give up. I am not letting you give up.
Darling, there's some things even Michael Grand can't control. Now, I need to talk to Gabrielle.
Okay, but please save your strength, okay?
Okay. He can't face the truth. But you and I can. Alicia, don't. I need you to be strong.
one out of me. I thought it before, but I know it now. I'm dying.
No.
I've always admired your courage. Did you know that? You're a fighter. Michael's gonna need that. After I'm gone, I'm afraid he's gonna fall apart. He'll need your strength to help go on without me.
You're not going to die.
And the baby's gonna need you too. I've seen how you care for Al. I know that you can come to love my baby too. You've got a head start since you already have those feelings for his father.
Alicia, you don't know what you're saying.
On to those feelings so you can give Michael and Rick all the love they need.
They need you. We all need you.
Please, Gabrielle. You have so much love in your heart. Give it to Michael and my son for their sakes and yours.
Alicia, don't.
Audrey?
I told you to get out and stay out.
Oh, maybe you're expecting somebody else.
Cord, I'm sorry. I thought. Oh, forget it. Come on in. It doesn't matter what I thought. Matter of fact, nothing matters now.
Hey, come on, what kind of talk is that?
Forget it. If you're smart, I mean, you'll forget all about me and you'll just walk right out that door.
Oh, really? Well, I'm sorry. Well, that's impossible because it's not going to happen.
Let me start over. I think I owe you an apology. I mean, I haven't seen you since they brought me into the emergency room, and if it hadn't been for you,
wait a minute, please. No apologies, all right? And please, no thank yous. Just came by to see how you're doing, all right? Still in a lot of pain after the operation?
A little. I think I'd be happier if I was in more pain. I still don't feel a thing in my legs.
Oh.
Excuse me, Miss Ames. It's time for those new tests.
Hey.
Can you do it later?
No, hey, what are you talking about? Sooner doctor takes a look at you, sooner you'll be walking out of here on your own power. Right, Doc?
That's the idea. Would you mind waiting outside, please?
Oh, no, don't make him go, please.
Wait, I'm just going to be outside in the hall. I'll be right back, I promise. Listen, for good luck, huh?
Here. I want you to try and relax, Miss Ames. I'm just going to test your reflexes.
Again?
It's the best way to gauge the effects of the surgery. Just lie still. Do you feel anything?
Yeah, no question. It's brake fluid.
There's no stain like this in Michael Grand's garage. Logic dictates that car was sabotaged here at the hotel.
Which leaves us with the master brake cylinder we took from his car. The lab guys identify the fingerprints. We should have our man.
Seems that way.
What I don't get is motive, Herb. And who could have wanted to kill Michael Grand? A disgruntled employee? Somebody maybe connected with the Turner? Hell, for all we know, Grand wasn't even the target, and maybe he sabotaged the brakes himself just to collect the life insurance on his wife.
I don't see it that way.
Well, how do you see it?
You heard Tina? That car was tampered with when the feud between the Buchanans and Michael was just reaching a peak.
So?
So? Michael's been claiming for some time now that one Buchanan in particular has been out to destroy him. He even accused the man of sending him that bomb and a box of flowers. Again, it's only logic.
Yeah, spare me the logic, Herb, because I know for a fact that Bo did not sabotage Grand's brakes.
Yeah, how do you know that, Rafe?
Because I know Bo. He's my cousin. He might have been angry at Grand for damn good reason, but he is not a murderer.
You think I like considering Bo a suspect? Hell, I think the world of him. But as much as we may hate it, we can't ignore the facts.
But I do love you. I love you madly. If only you'd believe me. I mean, this is ridiculous. First I hate him, now I love him. This is junk.
Everyone's a critic. It's a good thing the writers can't hear you.
Bo, it's not just the writing. It's the whole story.
I thought you were too involved with Audrey right now to worry about that kind of trivial stuff.
No, I am a professional. I can worry about my character going down the drain.
Your character, the Daisy War. Just saw Spring Sky leaving. Does your mood have anything to do with her little visit?
Do you know what Spring Sky is?
Sounds like a stage name to me.
She is a plastic no talent that thinks that the sun and the stars rise and fall for her.
You mean they don't?
I mean, am I the only one? Or have you seen that skunk stripe down center of her head? And what about that cleavage that she shows on her show? I mean, there's got to be some kind of law against false advertising.
Whatever she said, she sure made your day, didn't
Oh, and she thinks that she's got her third daisy right in the palm of her hand. Well, I'm not going to let that stuffed twit take away something that's mine.
Well, I'm sold. I am. But so what are you going to do about it?
Anything we can. Tell me a little bit more about this storyline that you and the writers cooked up for me and Audrey.
You just said that...
No, never mind what I just said, Bo. This is war.
Mr. Roberts, you can go back inside now.
Oh, great. How's she doing?
We'll let the patient explain for herself. I'll check on you later, Miss Ames. Get some rest.
So, that was quick. What do you have to say?
He didn't say anything. Didn't have to. He stuck pins in my foot, and he even put a tuning fork on it, and I didn't feel a thing.
Well, hey, come on, the operation was only last night, right? I mean, give it some time. How much could he tell now? I mean, I'm sure he couldn't tell anything concrete.
Well, he did say something about spinal shock.
Really? I remember reading something about that, and I think what I read was that in lots of cases, in situations like this, the paralysis is only temporary. Now, if that's the case, you're going to be walking out of here in no time.
Yeah, and it's also possible I'm never going to walk again.
Oh, so I guess you've decided to, like, look at this situation as the glass being half empty and not half full. Come on, Audrey, I think, you know, in a case like this, maybe the best way to look at it is just to have a different attitude, a real positive attitude.
What does my attitude have to do with anything? My legs are the thing that's paralyzed here.
Yeah, I know that for now. But hey, come on. I think if you just relax, if you do everything that doctor tells you to do, and you just take it real easy for a while, they're gonna have you in therapy, and then you'll be walking.
Mm-mm. If I don't get my hopes up, then I can't be disappointed.
Don't say that, Audrey. Come on, look. No matter how good or bad a doctor is, he's only a doctor, and you are the one who's got to keep fighting this all the way.
What do you think I've been doing my whole life? I mean, every time I start to care about something enough to really fight for it, you know, my hopes just, they come crashing down around me, Cord.
Well, I guess we're going to have to change that then, huh?
Look, I know you mean well, but I really think it's best for me to start to try and face the facts, you know? I am paralyzed, and that's not going to change. I'm never going to walk again. I'll leave the two of you alone. Gabrielle. Thank you.
Well, guess what? I just had a little visit with our son. A little chat with him through the glass.
How is he?
He's getting stronger every minute. And, would you believe he even had a message for you? How's that for precocious?
Talking already. Just like his father.
That's right. Our son says that he can't wait to sit on his mother's lap and have her read him stories and tell him about all the wonders of the world. There's a lot of good times ahead for you and Rick. A lot of rich times ahead for you and Rick and me.
Michael, listen to me. All those wonderful things. Our little boy, he's going to have to learn them from you.
No, Alicia, don't.
Darling.
Don't.
Darling,
No.
please. You have to face this. I don't want it this way.
No.
But nobody asked me.
Alicia, you can't leave me now. Huh? Now, come on, you gotta hold on.
Oh, my precious darling. I promise to hold on to your love.
That's right.
And the love I have for our son. Forever.
Yes, that's right. That's right, Alicia. That's right. Now, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. No! God. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.